Hello, welcome. Today we're in the garage, obviously, and I am planning to assemble the brakes that we just picked up in the last video. I haven't ever done this as far as this setup's concerned, but we'll go through it and hopefully it's relatively simple and we can knock it out decently quick so that we can be ready to put them on later on. I don't know when we'll be able to do that, hopefully sooner than later, but I just want to get the calipers assembled, and then when the time comes to put them on, it's as easy as throwing the rotors on and doing that whole thing. But I just want to get these ready to go, and yeah, let's get into it. So as I showed you guys last time, we'll take these out of the box. Oops. Don't mind my my workbench freezer. We'll address that later at some point. I guess I probably don't need both of these out right now, but we're gonna do them both anyway. So what we got? We have the calipers themselves. It's the left one. I'm glad they marked these. It's the right. We have the bolts, 2 for each. That's more of like actually installing them. What's this? These are the retainers. And then the shims. And then pads. So we will get cracking. I don't know what to do. Let's start with, probably start with the shims. I don't know. You're along for the ride with me, so. So I went ahead and just deleted the first caliper. It took me a while to get through it and to figure out how everything works out. And I don't want you guys to have to watch me struggle for 10 minutes. So this is the second caliper. These shims are pretty easy to do. You just throw a little bit of grease on there, which is what I'm doing now. You spread the grease out and it basically just helps it stick to the pad during the assembly process. These pads have 2 holes in them at the top that these rods go through. This clip here is there to hold the rods in place. So it's as simple as putting those brake pads in position and sliding these rods through them. I found having it in this orientation kind of helped with gravity, kind of holding everything in place for the most part. Once you get them aligned, it's as easy as just pushing these rods through both sides and out the back side of the caliper. And then the rods themselves have 2 holes, or 1 hole in each one. And this retaining clip just kind of clips in there and holds it in position, which is sometimes easier said than done, as you'll see me struggle here. Your brake pads will want to move at this point, which is fine. There's another part that we will address here in a second that goes between the brake pads and inside the caliper, this part here. And it'll basically hold everything nice and tight together, and you just have to orient it correctly, and it'll get a nice satisfying clip like this, and you're good to go. All right, and that's all there is to it. So here's a closer look at them all completed. These are obviously the Supra Supra brakes, big brake, the twin turbo Supra brakes. They have the superscript on here. I just left this on here so I didn't scratch them up when I was assembling everything, and I'll leave them on there until I actually get them installed on the car so that I don't scratch them in the process. Yeah, and it was decently simple. It only took me a few minutes to get it all figured out, and once I got it figured out, it went together with no problem. As you saw, the second one I just had an issue getting that retaining clip in there for some reason. But yeah, I mean, there they are, and it went together decently quick. So now I just need to throw them on the Supra. So as you can see here, hopefully you can see that there, my car has the NA brakes up front, even though it's a twin turbo. They kind of did it weird in Japan where the big brakes were a factory option. So in the US, they were all factory stock. The twin turbos came with the big twin turbo brakes. In Japan, it was factory option. Mine didn't have it, so luckily they still make those. So I went and bought those brand new from Toyota. I could have bought them used and they would have probably worked just as good, but I figured if I'm buying the part, I might as well get it from the dealer and, you know, brand new OEM, that kind of deal, and do the car justice and give it what it should have. So in the next episode, which hopefully isn't too far away, we'll be taking these brakes off and throwing those ones on. Again, I have the rotors over here. I got with those also. So we'll clean those up, or wipe them down, really, not really clean them up. Wipe them down, throw everything on, and hopefully it's a seamless process. So I hope to see you then. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching me assemble my brakes, even though I had no idea what I was doing, and I got through it. So if you're in the same boat, just try to do some light research and it shouldn't be an issue. The shims are basically to help limit vibration and limit the noise that comes through. So not necessary, but nice to have. And if you have them, why not use them and, you know, help your quality, and it'll help with dispersing the heat and stuff, I think, from what I've read. So yeah, so the next episode we'll be throwing those on, and hopefully it's not too far away. And yeah, I hope to see you guys then. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for subscribing and all that jazz, and I'll see you then. Bye.